Tonight I say to the people of America, to Democrats and Republicans and independents across this great land, enough. This moment.
That was former President Barack Obama, of course, accepting the Democratic nomination in 2008. He's going to deliver a different kind of speech here tonight. And Terry Szuplat joins us now to talk about it. He's a former speechwriter for President Obama, worked in the White House. Terry, thank you so much for being here. You know this man so well. You know his writing style, what he wants to convey. You didn't work on this speech, but you know a lot of people who did. So what do you think he wants to get across about Kamala Harris tonight?
Well, that she's the right choice, that she should be the next president of the United States. I mean, you just played a clip from when he accepted a nomination, and thematically, when you look at all of his speeches, going back to 2004 when he was the keynote speaker at a convention, thematically, they're always very consistent with one another. He's not, there's not going to be a new Barack Obama tonight. So I think the reason that the convention brings out speakers like Michelle Obama, Barack Obama tonight, is because they are so admired. They are so admired across this country. They're giving their seal of approval to Kamala Harris. If you admire the Obamas, they want to transfer some of that admiration to her this week, and that's going to happen tonight. So I think this will be a very thematically consistent speech from what you've heard and people like about Barack Obama in the past.
I remember in 2016 when Hillary Clinton was here at the convention, and when former President Obama was speaking about her, and I kind of expected that he would show us a different side of her. After all, he had lunch with her every week just about when she was the Secretary of State. He was in the Situation Room with her. She traveled all around the world for him. But I was surprised his remarks were not that personal. He took sort of a 10,000-foot view, talked about why she was so qualified. Do you think that he'll be more specific, more personal tonight when talking about Kamala Harris, someone he has known for 20 years now?
Perhaps. I mean, what's interesting is that Kamala Harris was a volunteer on Barack Obama's 2008 campaign. She was a volunteer in Iowa. She knocked on doors for Barack Obama to elect him president. So what a full circle moment this is for now him to come back and to endorse her and help elevate her to the presidency. So, yeah, I think, some of the most powerful speeches in history that resonate with us are when a speaker gets personal. So he has an opportunity to do that tonight. I hope he does. I think he will. The crowd loves those moments. I think it's interesting, right? Someone serves as vice president. Their job by definition is to be the number two. They're not supposed to be putting telling their story so much. They're there to support the president. Now, this week is all about helping the American people get to know who Kamala Harris is. Barack Obama can help do that tonight. Michelle Obama can help do that tonight.
Right, and she's got a very different style.
That's right. No, they both have different styles. We all have different styles, and I think hearing them together in one night, I think will be incredibly energizing. Not just for this room. These folks are already on board, right? These are the party faithful. They're going to go out. They're already committed. Tonight, this entire convention, it's about speaking to those millions of people around the country who are still trying to make up their mind. And so, yeah, you bring out your big guns. You bring out Barack Obama, who won election twice, and, this guy knows how to, deliver a message. Bill Clinton's coming up later in the week. So, yeah, the 1-2 punch of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, I think, can be really powerful tonight.
What do you think, if anything, President Obama is going to have to say about his former vice president, who spoke here last night and was the headliner, but who is no longer the nominee?
Yeah, my guess would be the speech probably has three big parts. Part one is just an effusive tribute to the leadership of Joe Biden. Part two is, framing this moment in history, framing this election. What is this about? And then why he believes so deeply that Kamala Harris is the right choice. I mean, that's really what the best convention speeches, any campaign speech comes down to, defining the moment, defining the candidate, and defining the contrast. And if you can do all those three in a compelling way that moves millions of people, then that's a winning message.
Well, we don't hear from President Obama in these public settings all that often anymore, so it will be really fascinating to hear what he has to say tonight. Terry Szuplat, thank you so much for your insights. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.